Deep beneath the surface of the earth, within moist, fertile soil, a single wheat seed lies quietly in the darkness. At first, nothing seems to happen. There is no movement, no sound, only silence and time. But life does not need noise to begin. Slowly, almost imperceptibly, the seed absorbs moisture from the soil. Its shell softens. A tiny crack appears, and in that moment, a journey begins. A fragile white sprout emerges, pushing gently against the weight of the earth above it. Grain by grain, the soil gives way. The seed reaches upward, guided by instinct, drawn toward light it has never seen before. At the surface, morning arrives. The first rays of sunlight touch the land, and a young wheat shoot breaks through the soil. Dew rests on its tender green leaf, shimmering in the quiet air of the countryside. Birds call in the distance. The wind moves softly, as if welcoming new life into the world. Star-shaped kites appear, floating freely, dancing on invisible currents of air. They drift and rise, carrying laughter, memories, and the simple joy of rural life. Children run along narrow paths between the fields, their eyes following the kites overhead. Their footsteps are light. Their laughter blends with the sound of the wind. As weeks pass, the wheat begins to change. Small heads form at the top of each stalk. Tiny flowers bloom briefly, visited by bees and insects drawn to the promise of life. Slowly, kernels begin to develop, filling out, growing heavier with time. Green fades into gold. Under the warm sun, the field transforms into a sea of ripened wheat. Each stalk bends slightly under the weight of its grain, ready at last for harvest. The air feels different now, heavier, anticipatory. At dawn, engines come to life. Modern combine harvesters stand at the edge of the field, their metal frames gleaming softly in the morning light. Farmers move with quiet purpose, checking settings, preparing machines, their movements practiced and calm. Then slowly, the harvest begins. The combine moves forward, its cutting header lowered into the wheat. Sharp blades glide through the stalks with precision, while rotating reels guide the wheat inward. Golden heads disappear into the machine, and the field behind it is left neatly trimmed. Inside the harvester, a powerful and carefully engineered process unfolds. Conveyors carry the wheat toward the threshing drum. The drum spins steadily, beating the wheat heads against metal concaves. This motion frees the kernels from the stalks, firm, efficient, and controlled. Grain falls downward, while straw moves onward through a separate path. The mixture reaches the vibrating sieves. Here, separation becomes refinement. Heavier grain passes through, while lighter chaff and straw are lifted away by strong airflow. Fans blow continuously, removing husks and debris, leaving behind clean, golden wheat kernels. The grain flows smoothly along internal conveyors, rising into the grain tank. Inside, kernels pour in like liquid gold, a visible reward for months of growth and care. From the unloading auger, grain streams steadily into waiting trucks. The sound is unmistakable, a rushing, rhythmic cascade, the sound of harvest, the sound of success. Across the field, activity is everywhere. Multiple machines move in harmony. Trucks roll slowly alongside harvesters. Farmers talk, gesture, and smile. Children watch from a safe distance, their curiosity drawn to the scale and motion of the machines. Above it all, the kites still fly. The wind carries dust, straw, and sunlight together, creating glowing beams in the afternoon air. The land feels alive, not just with motion, but with meaning. As the sun begins to lower, the work gradually slows. The field now lies open and calm, straw spread evenly across the soil. What was taken has been replaced with care, returning nourishment to the earth. A farmer stands quietly at the edge of the field, looking out over the harvested land. There is no rush now, only reflection. In that moment, the journey comes full circle. From a single seed hidden in the soil, to a field of gold, to grain carried onward toward nourishment and life. Above, the sky remains wide and open. The kites drift higher, smaller against the horizon. The wind continues its endless path. And the story of the wheat seed, a story of patience, balance, and abundance, rests complete until the next season begins.